Tyson Fury says that if Anthony Joshua can't beat Andy Ruiz in the rematch, he should retire from boxing. Now, in fact, before I give my take on it, let me quote the Gypsy King directly. He says, in fact, let me try and find the quote. Yeah, here it is. If he can't beat Andy Ruiz in the rematch, he's finished, he's done. Good night, bye-bye. If he can't beat Ruiz in the rematch, he needs to retire. Simple as, forget about it, give it up as a bad job. He's done well out of it. He's had a few quid, he's won a world title before and everything else that goes with it. So fair play to him. And he also says that there's mutual respect between him and AJ. He says, we're not friends, but there's mutual respect there. I respect the man. He's done his thing. So, what do I think about this? Well, to be fair to Tyson Fury, he says this kind of stuff about himself. When he was going into the Klitschko fight, he said, if I can't beat an old man like Klitschko, I should retire. I don't belong in boxing. I think he said something similar prior to the Wilder fight as well. If I can't beat this dosser, I should retire from boxing. So, again, to be fair to the Gypsy King, he's not saying anything to Anthony Joshua that he doesn't also say about himself going into fights. You know, I mean, he recently said it about Anthony Yarde, right? He said if Yarde can't beat Kovalev, he should retire because he's no good. So, I don't think there's anything here to pull the Gypsy King up about. I think he's perfectly entitled to his opinion. His mindset in boxing is very much the mindset of a winner. You know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of David Haye, because David Haye used to say similar things to this. You know, if I can't beat this guy, I don't belong in boxing. If I can't knock this guy out, you know, I should be doing him in a couple of rounds and so on and so forth. So, not all winners think in the exact same way, but you do recognize, you know, some commonality between certain winners. You know, and obviously boxing is a very specific, it's a very specific mindset that you need for a sport like boxing. So Tyson Fury is kind of an all or nothing type guy. That's the mindset that he has going into a fight. Like, I'm supposed to step up in this moment. He's very hard on himself. He's probably his own worst critic when it comes to his skills and his performances and stuff like that. Maybe not in front of camera, but behind the scenes, you know? And that's how you become good at things a lot of the time. I'm not saying everybody becomes good at things the same way, but typically you find with people who are very, very gifted or very good in their particular field is they are extremely critical of themselves, almost obsessively critical, to the point where they're constantly trying to improve on every tiny minute detail of their game. You know, people who are too easily satisfied with their own work and stand back to admire it, those people, not always, but a lot of the time, don't improve, you know, at the same rate as people who are a lot more critical of themselves, people who put more pressure, etc. Now, there is consequences that come with putting all that pressure on yourself, of course, but there's also benefits, you know. So I just think this is a reflection of Tyson Fury's mindset in general. I don't think this is really a dig specifically at Anthony Joshua. It's just how Tyson Fury is and how he sees, you know, winning and how he views the sport of boxing. So that's my take on it. Drop your take in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel. It's happening. I'm out.